Hello and welcome to Pretty Health and Mental Makeup again. Just before we get started, today's video I'm dedicating it to 3 veterans that chose to take their own life. It's actually one of my friends. He's from the Queens Lancashire Regiment, and within the space of 4 weeks he had three of his friends from the same regiment commit suicide. As you know, this page and these videos are all about mental health, and today's video is going to be based on depression. I'm also going to do a makeup tutorial. I've already done my eyebrows. But yeah, I'm going to start off with the Mineral Touch Liquid Foundation from Unique. I've already done my primer. So I'll get started with this and then we'll start talking about depression. It's one of the biggest killers besides heart disease. People, the people that suffer from it, you'll be able to relate to what I'm saying to you. I've suffered with it myself and still do. It never really goes away. You just got to learn how to manage it. When it comes over you, it can leave you feeling completely broken. So I'm just evening this out. It goes on really nice. It smells lovely as well. I was talking to my friend whose friends actually committed suicide, and he said approximately 22 military veterans choose to end their lives. That's per day. So it's a big problem within society. Depression, I've suffered with it since I was about 15 years old. But yeah, there's for veterans, there is actually a helpline, and that is 0800 138 1619. That's free phone. For anyone who's struggling with depression, who's a veteran, there is help out there. You just got to know where to look for it. And if you was to ring that number, 0800 138 1619, you'll get the support that you need. Okay, so I'll go on to my concealer, and we'll do our clown triangles here. To highlight these areas. And then just take a beauty blender and push that concealer into the skin. Yeah, so depression, it is an actual thing. Some people, unfortunately, the stigma with it, don't really believe. Well, they do believe in it, in mental health, obviously, but some people kind of think you can just snap out of it like that. It's not the case. It's so hard to get out of. Once you're in it, it's almost like you're trapped. Yeah, what sorry, I'm doing my contour now with the Sculpting Trio, the Trio Contour in medium. That's from Unique. You can get that through me. I'll put the website underneath in the comments. And I'm just doing my contour lines as I usually do. I'm using a slanted brush and I've gone in with that colour. Excuse my palette, it's quite dirty now that I've used it quite a few times. Just down the sides of my nose there, just thin my nose out a bit. It looks a bit daft at the moment, I've not blended it out yet. Then I'm going to take this fluffy brush here, which has got a slant on it as well, and I'm going to go in the middle. And I'm just going to go over where I've highlighted with my concealer. And then the 3D cream, which is like a highlighter again. I'm just going to pop that above my contour line. Sorry about the dog. Okay, and just blend that out. So there's no harsh lines. I have got a lot to talk about today. I've made some notes of my experience with depression, how it has me feeling, my experience with it and how it affects my life. So once I've done this makeup tutorial, I will go into the ins and outs of it. Okay. I'm going to go in with the Hoola, as I always do, which is from Benefit, not from Unique. But I do love using this product. And again, we'll blend it out. I'm just going to touch my eyebrow up just a little bit. So. Smudged it. Okay, now going in with the Unique Discreet eyeshadow. It's in the Discreet colour. And I'm just going to use this as a base all over my eyelid, up to my eyebrows. By putting a base on first, it allows the other eyeshadows to glide on, and you don't get any patches where it looks dry. Okay, and I'm going to start with Slick, which is a shimmery pink, and I'm just going to put that the inside of my eye. There's always like a bit of shimmer there. These eyeshadows are very pigmented. I might have already said that in one of my other videos, but if you're watching this video for the first time, or if you're watching one of my videos for the first time, then it's fresh information for you. I've been watching videos on how to do cut crease. I tried it before. I'm going to try it again, but I haven't got any really bright colours, so I'm going to have to use what I've got. So I'm going to be using this Slick, which is the shimmery one, and then I'm going to be using Agile, which is like a mauvey purple. And I'm going to put that in the crease on top of the Slick. I'm just rocking it backwards and forwards in the crease of my eye there. I don't want to go straight in with the dark purple and it look ridiculous. It's all about getting it in the crease and then blending it down. I'm just using, it's quite fluffy, but it's quite a precise brush, and it fits perfectly in the crease there. Make sure you tap off the excess and then you don't get eyeshadow all under your eye, it just falls off the brush. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with this Shrewd. It's called Shrewd. It's like a grey shimmer. We're going to create a smoke on the outside of the eye. So we're just doing the outer V, which is here. Again, tap off the excess. Okay, and then I'm going to take a bigger brush just to blend it out, and I'm just going to go in circular motions. And then I'm going to take an even more precise brush, which is that one, and it's quite hard, and I'm going to take the Slick, the pinky one, and I'm going to put some just under my eye here. Just to brighten my eyes up a little bit, get a bit of shimmer under there. I've actually been quite overwhelmed this week. I got 5.2 thousand views on one of my videos. So Pretty Health and Mental Makeup has gone viral, which I'm really glad about. I wasn't expecting it to go as, I wasn't expecting it to pick up as well as it has done. It just kind of happened. And it's nice because I've had loads of feedback. My phone hasn't stopped. People are feeling like they can relate to my videos, which is great for me, because as you probably know, I am trying to raise awareness for mental health and trying to help get rid of that stigma of the just snap out of it. You know, it doesn't exist, which you get quite a lot. There's a lot of people that don't like talking about things like that, but it's good to talk about things like that because people need the support and need the help. And it's very hard for some people to express the feelings about depression. It's I know that I felt like that at times where I've been quite embarrassed of my illnesses, but doing these videos, it's it proves that I'm not the only one. It proves that people out there are suffering like me, if not worse than me. But yeah, I'm going to put on this unique Moonstruck Precision liquid eyeliner, which is like a felt tip pen, and it just glides on. It's beautiful. I love it. Just a thin line before I do my mascara. Okay. And this mascara, the unique Moonstruck Epic Mascara, this is your everyday mascara, and it's absolutely fantastic. You don't need a lot of it. It really plumps your eyelashes up. Okay. I like to do a couple of coats. Okay. And I'm going to leave the lipstick for today because I've got a cut on my lip and it won't look right, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, so now I've done that makeup tutorial, I'm going to go through my notes about depression and how it makes you feel. You feel broken, you feel tired all the time, you sleep a lot. I tend to sleep to avoid problems and your everyday things. When I'm suffering from it, I do sleep a lot. You feel worthless, absolutely. You feel so helpless, you don't know what to do with yourself. There's been times where I haven't seen a reason to be alive, and you don't feel, you feel like you just want to die. It's horrible. Your head's always full of negative thoughts. You don't want to answer the phone to people, you don't want to face people, you've got no motivation. Your eating habits are usually affected. You either eat more or you eat less, or you don't eat at all. You feel constantly drained, like everything's a massive effort. You start questioning your life. I know one thing that I did when I was seriously depressed was I was questioning my life. I didn't feel like a human being, especially after losing custody of my little boy. I didn't feel like a woman at all. I compared my life to science. I just felt like a giant cell. I don't know, I can't describe it really, but you do question your life. You can't see a way out of your problems. You think that, like a suicide crosses your mind, you get suicidal thoughts. That tends to happen a lot with depression. Thoughts about who would come to your funeral. I always used to think, I wonder who'd come to my funeral, I wonder who'd miss me. I didn't feel like I was significant to others at all. I just felt really, really down. And it's your dopamine levels, they drop. How it affects your life: it affects work, it affects your relationships, it affects your financial state because you don't keep on top of things. People with depression tend to when they get mail, just chuck it to one side. That's what I used to do. I used to avoid my mail, and I used to get into serious trouble. Like if I've not been keeping up with my bills and things like that, I got myself into debt. It has a massive impact. It affected me in school. There was days where I didn't want to go in, and I didn't go in. I just slept all day. You literally can't lift your head up. How to help it? You can't just snap out of it. You can't do that. As much as anybody tells you, you can't just snap out of it. Reach out. Even if it's like whether it's a family member or a friend, or you can actually access Minds Matter, which I've got the number, but it's the Lancashire number, so I don't know where everybody's from who's watching these videos. In England, you can go through your doctor and you can get a referral to Minds Matter. They are an organisation that offers you counselling, CBT, which is cognitive behavioural therapy. They offer all kinds of things like that, therapies, and how to get by it, how to get through it. Exercise really helps because it increases your dopamine levels. But when you're depressed, the last thing you want to do is go to the gym, and you don't want to be like, you just don't want to do it. Have a support network. Find people who understand. Find people who have suffered from it before. I mean, there's loads of groups out there that you can add yourselves to if you've got depression and you're feeling like you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Approach people who have been through it. Approach people who are going through it, and just talking about it, even if it's just a small conversation. Yeah, you know, I'm suffering, or put a post on a group and, you know, explain how you're feeling. And as well, if you are struggling and you've not managed to do anything like any sort of self-help, go and see your doctor. If you need medication, you need medication. If you don't want to use medication, then there are other ways, like guided meditation on YouTube. That's really good. But yeah, the medication that I take for it is called venlafaxine, and that keeps me on a level. It makes me feel a little bit high, but it does the trick. It works. Although sometimes depression can creep in. The medication helps, but it doesn't make it go away. So I'm going to leave it at that. Anybody who wants to reach out, if you want to reach out on my page on Pretty Health and Mental Makeup, send me a message. I'll keep it all confidential. It's all between me and you. If you feel like you can't go to anybody else, then, you know, I can talk you through a few things. I've also got a channel on YouTube now, so all these videos go onto YouTube as well. Please subscribe, and if you haven't already liked my page on Facebook, Pretty Health and Mental Makeup, please press the like button. I'm trying to get trying to raise as much awareness as possible for these kind of things, especially with the numbers of suicides, where people are suffering from depression, PTSD, any kind of mental health really. Yeah, I hope that helps, and I'm gonna go. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.